fractions of quantities. We are on page 51. My camera just flashed there. Alright, number 1, it says work out 1/8 of 32. We're only asked to do this. Look, 1/8 of 32. Like I showed you before, treat that as a top-heavy fraction. 32 over 1. Look, 8 goes into 32, doesn't it? Goes into himself once, goes into 32 4 times. Answer, 1 times 4 is 4. Nothing more to it than that. 1/10 of 340. Not scary. 1/10 of 340. I'm not going to keep putting this over 1, but look, 10 goes into himself once, that's gone. 10 goes into 340 34 times. I'm left with 1 times 34 is 34. That's essentially fractions of a quantity. Now, question 3. We've got some more funky ones here. 3c, 4/9 of 180. Look at it. Work down here. 4/9 of 180 pounds, it says. Well, look at it, don't be scared. 9 does go into 18 a few times. In fact, it goes in twice. Look at that. 9 goes into itself once, 9 goes into 18 twice. So I'm actually left with 20, yeah? 9 goes into 180 20 times. What's left? 4 times 20, 80. And it's in pounds. Easy peasy. Question 5. Which is bigger? So I've got 2 things to work out. I've got to work out 4/5 of 1 kilogram. We'll call it 1,000 grams. And the other one's going to be 3/4 of 1.2 kilograms. In other words, 1,200 grams. So let's just play with that one. Does 5 go into 1,000? Yes, it does, but it scares me. So what I'm going to say is 5 goes into just the 10, goes twice, then we'll put those extra zeros up there, alright? So 5 goes into himself once, 5 goes into 1,200 times, and so now I'm free to work it out. 4 times 200, I've got 800 grams. Now this one, 3 goes into 1,200, of course it does. You know why? Because 4 goes into 1,200 because 4 goes into 12. So 4 goes into 12 3 times, and put the rest of the zeros up there, so it's actually 300. 4 goes into himself once, and what we left with, 3 times 300, 900. Now, don't leave it dangling like that. You need to say in black and white which is bigger. So we're going to say quite clearly 3/4 of 1.2 kilograms is bigger. Right, I might work up the page there. This is quite a lot to read. I think I'll read it. Amy has got 120 pounds, so put 120 pounds up there. See where that goes. This is question 6. She gives 1/4 of it to her brother. Okay, so 1/4 of 120 pounds. Again, I've not read the full question yet, but I'm quite happy not to. Well, 1/4 of 120 pounds is going to be 30 pounds, alright? Just visualise that, because 4 lots of 30 is 120. That goes to her brother. And 2/3 of the remainder to her sister. Now, what's the remainder? She had 120. She gave 30 to her brother. That leaves her with 90 pounds. What's she going to do with that 90 pounds? She's going to give 2/3 of that to her sister. 2/3 of 90. Again, don't be frightened of it. 3 goes into 9 3 times. Drag up the extra 0. 3 goes into himself once. 2 times 30, 60 pounds for her sister. She spends 10 pounds on a DVD. How much money does Amy have left? Well, what have we done here? We take the 120 pounds she had, take away the 30 for the brother, take away the 60 for the sister, take away the £10 note for the DVD. What do we got here? Basically, we're taking away 100 quid. She has 20 pounds left. Alright? Well done her, very generous little sister. Question 7 looks disgusting. Let's give it its own page. It says 3/5 of a number is 27. Let's go black now. So 3/5 of something equals 27. Look, we create a little equation. Look at that. So we got 3 times x divided by 5 is 27. Okay, dividing by 5, take over and multiply. 3 times x equals 27 times 5. Unfortunately, this is a non-calculator unit, so 5 times 20 is 100, 5 times 7 is 35, 135. Alright, so to find the mystery number x, you just divide by 3. I think I know the answer to that. If not, I can always resort to short division. 3 45s, yes. 45, 90, 135, it works. So 3 45s is what I'm looking for. Therefore, the mystery number is 45, and 3/5 of 45 must be 27, because I've proved it. And that is so pretty. I want to put a lovely yellow box around it, like so. Look at that. Anything else that's worth your attention? Can't be bothered to do that one. It takes too long. Right. Here's a thinking one here. I'll do it next to it, I think. It's one of these dodgy ones where you have to think quite hard. A pint is 20 fluid ounces. Let's just write this down so I forget it. 1 pint equals 20 fluid ounces. So if you're into cooking and pouring juice from a jug and all the rest of it, then you understand what that means. Now Chris, which is my name, uses 3/5 of a pint of milk. Okay, 3/5 of a pint of milk. I'm just setting up the story now. In a recipe, how many fluid ounces does she use? Oh, she's a girl, that kind of Chris. Well, you should call her Christine, shouldn't you? Anyway, oh, it's an easy question. So it's 3/5 of 20. This is boringly easy. Oh look, 20 over 1. 5 goes into himself once, 5 goes into 20 4 times, 4 times 3, 12 fluid ounces. Didn't really have to think there, just needed to overcome my fear of that question. Not going to do the rest of it, so not. That's how you work out fractions of a quantity.